Well, not just with labor issues. I just want to use that place. Yeah. She specialized in. Maybe let me know when you're ready. Recording. Recording, streaming, all that good stuff. All that good stuff. All right. All right, the next thing I have for the board is the annual renewal of the employees' healthcare benefits. Basically after several meetings with, Sevco, I assume that you wanted to continue the same plan, which is medical plan, PPO plan 3A and HSAS E2. I sent you out a spreadsheet yesterday, illustrating another 18% increase in costs. So that would have been 18% in 2025 and another 18% in 2026. Also illustrated how that would impact the employees cost wise. Per family, it's a little over $100 a month increase. So forth, so on. Again, it's the continuing cost of healthcare, driving cost up. We've had some high cost cases or employee care that's driving that up, so forth, so on. But technically, the commissioners need to pass a resolution accepting those two plans, and sign the form, so we can send that back to Sevco. So it's a significant impact to the 2026 budget. It's $707,000 for the commissioners piece. The other, I put 80-20 on there as far as the ratio of percentage. We have done 75-25 in the past. Not sure which one you want to stick with. Essentially 80%, the county covers 20%. The employee covers, or 75% the county covers, and 25% the employee covers. We're going to establish that as well today. Any questions from you on that?
I got one for you all, if I see that. So the HSA option, I pushed for that for years, and then when it came out, it really wasn't a good plan. It's still pretty expensive, HSA. And instead of go offered any other HSA options, or if they just had the one.
That's the only one that I'm aware of, but to your point, we only have, I believe, 9 employees.
There's a reason for that.
There's no contribution to
it, so. Maybe you looked at that, if there could be savings for the county, if they were to make contributions to an employee's HSA, that would encourage more employees to take that option.
I have not calculated a cost savings. In the past, the commissioners have decided not to make a financial contribution. Of course, you could do that for 2026.
Places I've worked in the past, that's
right.
That's what they did, and that's what made it more palatable for both sides.
Right. So that's basically a health account savings account, with the idea, if I'm understanding Brian correctly, if you did make a financial contribution with the employees' contribution, that may incentivize employees from removing themselves from the PPO plan and going over to the HSAS plan. So, but I don't know how many employees that would be. But again, we're at the absolute deadline, so you'd have to make a decision on that today.
Probably not gonna make a decision to start that program today.
So maybe a 2027.
So I mean, that is what the state does for their plan. Right now you said 9 employees in there?
At the very bottom of that spreadsheet, it shows the current breakdown of all of the different options and the number of employees that are in each family. single and spouse, single and child.
And then for a number of years, weren't we flat? I mean, it seemed like the last couple of years there have been sharp increases, but before that, it had been relatively flat.
23 and 24 was less than 8% increase. And then we got hammered last year and this year as well, so.
Rob, we used to get a document from them that explained. It didn't tell who, got the services, but it did tell, how many diabetics was there, how many people were cancer treatment or whatever. And those are the ones that drive the prices up, obviously, not the ones that listen, yeah. So how come do we get that?
We do have that. I thought I forwarded it on maybe a few weeks ago,
I don't remember seeing it.
but I can send it to you again, but it's the same issues, diabetes, cancer, and some other odds and
Yeah,
ends.
so there's a lot of new drugs which are very, very expensive, let me tell you. And, the doctors are seeking those out.
Yeah. In 2025, they covered the GLP-1 medications. They stopped that, I think, about maybe half the way through the year because it was everybody
Oh, yeah.
got on them. So that drove their expense up. That's continued in 2026. So those medications are still not covered. But yeah, it's a pretty similar situation that we've been in. And it's cost sharing as well. So there's a factor in there on cost sharing. So it's everybody's coverage goes up, so does ours. So I guess it's not all squarely on this, but so.
Personally, I want to stay with the 80/20. I think that's still okay. It is what it is.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's important to employee retention and.
So Amy, you have that resolution. And you could pass that now or wait till that's finished up.
I move to approve that resolution.
What was it, one resolution?
Yeah,
Get together.
yeah, medical plan, PPO, plan 30A, and HAS E2 with the 80/20.
Okay.
A resolution approving the 2026 Madison County Employee Medical Insurance Plans.
Second,
So first and a second, any other discussion? None heard, roll call please.
Mr. Shea?
yes.
Dr. Sneakus?
Yes.
Mr. Wallace?
Yes.
Just real quick, I do have a pre-construction meeting tomorrow for the courthouse with anticipation of work starting the following. So you'll see some work starting here on the courthouse. Last thing I have for you is an update to the Madison County Personnel Policy. Section 11.03, which is reporting illegal violations, and section 11.04, which is fraud reporting. So I have a memo to you gentlemen, I believe yesterday, maybe the day before. Essentially where this comes from is the auditor of state's recommendation to make or add some additional language on whistleblowing. And they sent out a template, which we essentially are using and making that recommendation. So unless you guys have any other questions, Amy, do you have the resolution? So we'll do that on Tuesday. We'll go ahead and update the policy manual with that if you so desire, and have that available, and then just acceptable policy. The next update is section 12.03 on travel expenses. Basically, I talked to the sheriff a few months ago and I kind of slipped through the cracks a little bit, but increasing the daily amount for food expenditures We bumped that up, I believe, from $40 to $50. Either 2 years ago or last year. We took a look at a few things and are now recommending we bump that up from $50 to $70. Sheriff, do you have anything you would like to add to that?
I just, like I said, you really sometimes depending on the venue, where you're going to, I, like how the state does it, they get you for me. After another, but, if you have to go somewhere to Chicago, you're not, for meals for $34 a day or $40 a day, it's just not happening. Well, if you go to Cincinnati, obviously you can do better than that, so, I don't always, my travel, I don't always just have to look at the race and understand the venue, where you're at and what you're surrounded by. But obviously, it's something, I thought needed to be looked at in your policy. I always look at my policy as well.
So that is our recommendation as far as travel expenses go. You guys are all right with that? We'll make that adjustment to the policy manual as well and have that to you on Tuesday.
Sounds good. Good.
And that's all I have for you.
Thank you, sir. Amy?
The first one I have is the tabled resolution, stating no hearing was needed on a liquor permit application for the Docks Lakeside Pizza. I do have created a version of this drafted in case whatever you guys decide on how to handle it.
To move to adopt the one that I submitted yesterday. It's entitled the resolution acknowledging receipt and providing public notice of a liquor permit application for the Docks Lakeside Pizza LLC and requesting a 30-day extension in the Ohio Division of Liquor Control.
Before you forward on the resolutions, I just want to point out, Brendan, when we spoke yesterday, I didn't give you verbatim the language of the statute, but it specifically says upon cause shown. So there needs to be a reason.
For an extension?
Yes, the statute requires that you demonstrate a reason or cause shown when making the request.
So that was kind of what, I'm not, everybody knows I'm not, legal lingo here, but I agree with you as far as, notifying the public. That's fine, and I think we possibly, maybe once we get a request to put it on our, webpage or whatever, for a couple of weeks, or I agree with all that. I think that's a very good idea. But to take this one particular and hold them back, because midstream, when in the past, it's been that we approved them, and I would assume the liquor control people have investigated this. They have a checklist that they follow, and they think it's good, or they wouldn't have sent it to us to begin with, right? I would assume that. Now, maybe they don't know everything, and that's okay, but yeah, how do you go and tell them you can't have it when you don't have an argument of why you can't have it?
I agree. If that's in the
Yeah.
statute, then I agree.
So-
Then I would amend it
Yeah.
to just be a notice at this point. I mean, it's a little bit unfortunate because it's only a few days away from the 30 days, but I guess it's the best we can do for this time, so.
Well, I would point out that the notice is sent, if it's outside of a municipality, it's sent to the board of commissioners and the board of trustees. So the likelihood that the 30-day period is going to run is pretty high anyway. I mean, that's not uncommon. And in fact, I think historically, that's kind of how the board of commissioners has handled, just done nothing, allowed the period to lapse. Even if you were to act, you have the ability to say, we're not requesting a hearing. The best that does is speed it up by 2 weeks. It's the 15 days. Those are really your three options.
And I just would be in favor of, in the future as a process, just like.
Yeah, fine,
Yeah,
and
just
I'm
passing a
not
resolution
disagreeing with that.
acknowledging That's all.
But I think for today, I think we need to skip having a meeting and let this go through. I don't want to stand in the middle of a business, trying to help themselves. And anyway, as far as liquor goes, they can go anywhere and buy it anyhow, so.
Yeah.
But we can establish, something like you said, I think that's fine, for the next time.
And
Well, then for this one, I would just amend it just to remove the 30-day extension request. Just
I'm
pass
gonna
it.
go back to my original one that says that you are not requesting a hearing.
Well, if we were gonna do that, we don't need to take any action. We can just let it go.
You can do it either way. You know, say you're not requesting a hearing, or you can just say it's been received and allow the 30 days to run.
Okay.
It's your choice.
Good enough.
So tabled indefinitely.
We're gonna let it.
Well, I made a motion and amended the motion. Percent.
So now I'm confused.
Confusing too.
So let's read one of the three that you wanted there.
A resolution acknowledging receipt and providing public notice of a liquor permit application for the Docks Lakeside Pizza LLC.
Yeah, so he just wants to acknowledge receipt, but take away the extension request.
Correct.
That is the motion on the floor.
Correct. So moved.
Second. The first and a second, any other discussion? None heard, roll call please.
Mr. Shea,
Yes.
Dr. Sneakus.
Yes.
Mr. Wallace.
Yes.
A resolution approving the payment of invoices for the Madison County Auditor.
So moved.
Second.
The first and the second, any other discussion? None heard, roll call please.
Mr. Shea,
Yes.
Dr. Sneakus.
Yes.
Mr. Wallace.
Yes.
A resolution accepting the resignation of Robert Higgins from the Madison County Rural Zoning Commission.
So moved.
Second.
The first and a second, any other discussion? None heard, roll call please.
Mr. Shea,
Yes.
Dr. Sneakus.
Yes.
Mr. Wallace.
Yes.
A resolution awarding bid for Madison TR 66 2.53 Dyer Road over Bradford Creek Bridge replacement.
So moved.
Second.
The first and the second, any other discussion? None heard, roll call please.
Mr. Shea,
Yes.
Dr. Sneakus.
Yes.
Mr. Wallace.
Yes.
A resolution approving a transfer of funds from Madison County Family Council.
So moved.
Second.
The first and the second, any other discussion? None heard, roll call please.
Mr. Shea,
Yes.
Dr. Sneakus.
Yes.
Mr. Wallace.
Yes.
A resolution approving budget revisions for the Madison County Family Council.
So moved.
Second.
The first and the second, any other discussion? None heard, roll call please.
Mr. Shea,
Yes.
Dr. Sneakus.
Yes.
Mr. Wallace.
Yes.
A resolution approving a budget line adjustment for the Madison County Airport.
So moved.
Second.
The first and the second, any other discussion? None heard, roll call please.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was on to the next one in my head. Mr. Shea,
Yes.
Dr. Sneakus.
Yes.
Mr. Wallace.
Yes.
A resolution authorizing Rhonda Mayor to attend the Software Solutions Budgeting Conference.
So moved.
Second.
We have a first and a second, any other discussion? None heard, roll call please.
Mr. Shea,
Yes.
Dr. Sneakus.
Yes.
Mr. Wallace.
Yes.
A resolution approving a transfer of funds for the Summer Ford Sewer Project grant.
So moved.
Second.
The first and the second, any other discussion? None heard, roll call please.
Mr. Shea,
Yes.
Dr. Sneakus.
Yes.
Mr. Wallace.
Yes.
A resolution approving the annexation of 247.7312 acres from Jefferson Township to the village of West Jefferson.
These are type 2.
Yes.
Yeah, so we received these not that long ago, so they've already, and they all came in yesterday, so the village is taking whatever.
They all we have to, once we get them, the only thing we're waiting on is their statement of services that they'll provide utilities and stuff. And once we get that, it'll be approved.
Do we have a minimum time between when we vote to accept versus approve?
I thought it was the next, they'll be able to be, but you it's that, and I believe it's that.
Right, so you first sense it.
And so all we're waiting on is their statement of service, and we've gotten that, and that's it.
Move to approve.
Second.
The first and the second, any other discussion? None heard, roll call please.
Mr. Shea,
Yes.
Dr. Sneakus.
Yes.
Mr. Wallace.
Yes.
A resolution approving the annexation of 62.197 acres from Darby Township to the city of Plain City.
So moved.
Second.
And the first and a second, any other discussion? None heard, roll call please.
Mr. Shea?
Yes.
Dr. Sneakers?
Yes.
Mr. Wallace?
Yes.
A resolution approving the annexation of 81.423 acres from Darby Township to the village of Plain City.
So moved.
Second.
And the first and the second, any other discussion? None heard, roll call please.
Mr. Shea?
Yes.
Dr. Sneakers?
Yes.
Mr. Wallace?
Yes.
And this was in our mailbox. It was, most people email me the resolutions and the auditors puts them in the mailbox and we didn't get it last week. If you want to approve it, you can. If not, we can wait till next week, but it's a requested increase of appropriations for county audit fees of $20,000. I don't have it prepared because we didn't know it was in
Well, I think
Paper copy in the
the
mailbox.
mailbox. But if there's not money, we kind of don't, we'll look more often now, but we don't think to go out there because everybody.
You just email in the 21st century.
Yeah. It can wait or it's
I doubt it's pressing, I'm assuming it's not pressing, they haven't said anything, just wait till next week.
okay. Thank you, that's all I have.
So, we're gonna recess until 9:30. Yeah, like open section.